Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Stikbot channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a speed paint. I didn't really have a Christmas special planned, but I did record me drawing this, and I figured I'd just do that. Because frankly, I don't know, I'm just not making a Christmas special. And I reused last year's PFP, so I didn't really draw any Christmas art aside from this. So without further ado, let's get into the speed paint. So, as some of you may know, Stikbot or Zing or whatever or the Discord server, someone was having a contest recently where you had to draw your own Stikbot snowman or whatever you thought of when you thought of like Stikbot snowman or something like that. Anyway, the first thing that came to my mind was like a killer robot, like the snowblower killer robot. That was the first thing that came to my mind, and I was like, are clickbots okay? And they said yes, or a mod did, so I'm hoping they weren't messing with me. But regardless, I just had a clickbot as a base. I knew what he was doing under the background, and I knew what else I'd put in there. So that's what I did. I already drew the outline, as I normally skip, and the first thing I did was his mask. I did want to take apart the normal snowman, and his mask is meant to be based off like a carrot. You know, kind of like Sub-Zero's mask. I think that's like in subconsciously what I kind of base this off of. And I tried doing some other detail, but it just kind of fell through. Doesn't matter though. I still like I like the mask a lot. And then just a top hat, you know, classic snowman-y things, and the eyes. Don't know what I was doing with the eyes, but I did something. Regardless, this was for a contest, the snowman contest. At the time of recording this, I don't know if I won. I actually won a different contest today. I woke up to see a mod in my DMs, and I was like, oh cool, I won the avatar contest. So there'll be a review on the Stikbot avatar thing eventually. Anyway, the chest plate looks just kind of like a normal robot chest plate with two black diamonds to represent the coal on the chest. His limbs are brown, you know, because sticks. And there's also some metal in there because this is a robot. Moving on to the cannons, I did a rough sketch because I'm not good with geometry. I mean, I know, surprising, I draw Stikbots all the time and I can't draw a rectangle on its side. But I did actually figure it out, and I'm actually, like, kind of proud of that because I'm not good with geometry, and yet I managed to make the cannons look really good in my opinion. At least this one, where it's at, like, a three-way angle, where you see the top, the bottom, and the front, and it just could have looked really bad, but thankfully it didn't, so I'm pretty happy about that. Took a lot of tries, took a lot of back and forth, trying to make it look smooth, you know what I'm saying? Tussled with a couple different designs, and where I want to place the lines, things like that. But at the end of the day, your boy got it, as always. Honestly, this whole thing was just a really fun time, and I'm gonna use this as a way to, a little bit of panel lining there, just talk about my overall disappointment with the Stikbot community currently. Now, as you know, I have voiced my opinions in the past about the lack of creativity in this community, which always goes amazingly. But it happened again. You can, like, I'm not going to call anybody out, I'm not going to show any examples, but if you go in the Stikbot server, like the Stikbot Central server, go to contest entries right now, you'll see a bunch of entries for the contest that I also entered in, of people drawing their own Stikbot snowmen, or snow Stikbots, or snowbots. Anyway, they're all very similar. I noticed there are about 3, maybe 4 designs in general, and people pretty much just redrew that. Now, what I'm assuming is it was everybody's initial idea of what a snow Stikbot would look like, so they just made that. Even though a bunch of other people did the same thing, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not my fault they did the same thing. Let's just hope that I'm the best of that thing and win. And, I don't know, it's just kind of disappointing. I would have expected someone to maybe, like, recreate the Frosty the Snowman poster, or make their own actual Snowbot, like, Snowbot Stikbot thingy in their backyard. That'd be really cool, but no, it's just the same drawing over and over, and I'm just disappointed in the community. I would expect more creativity from us, considering creativity is the whole basis of Stikbots. I don't want to sound narcissistic, but I feel like I have a decent chance of winning the contest simply because I did something different. And, you know, I put extra stuff into that, but if we're judging on the snowman alone, I feel like I have a decent chance, not because I'm amazing, but because I, you know, was more creative. It's simple as that. And it just sucks because I know there's a lot of talented people in the community. And I hope for the next contest I do like this that there will be more variety in the entries. Anyway, rant aside, I added little... I don't know what they're called, but the things that like hold bullets for like machine guns that get like funneled into the gun. I did that for snowballs, which I think was kind of funny. And I added shoulder pads. Now about the shoulder pads, they were kind of difficult to do the geometry for. The one on the right, at least. But again, I'm proud of myself. I got the geometry. I actually tried. Didn't just give up, you know. I like it. Honestly, the snowman, like the snowbot, killer bot. Oh yeah, on Instagram, I named it the Launcher 503. It's a terrible name, but it sounds cool. Anyway, the Launcher 503 here. I'm proud of this, like alone. I think this just looks good. So. The thing is, this isn't like an original character by any means, but it will indeed be appearing in Me and the Boys at some point, the official series, of course, or maybe like a side episode. And I remember that a lot of the snowmen have scarves, and I was thinking about adding that somewhere. It just didn't work. Anyway, now I'm adding the leg detail. These are very Transformers-y. Like, I realized when I was making them, like the legs, you cut off the rest, and it is literally a Transformer. Like, I think that's kind of cool. I got into Transformers recently. I think that's very cool. You know, my favorite used to be Starscream. Come to find out, everybody's favorite is Starscream. And the more I like watch Transformers stuff, my favorite character is actually Wheeljack. He's cool. He's like an engineer. You know, he's not like really a fighter guy. He's an engineer guy, and I think that he's so cool. He has a cool design. He has a cool car. I mean, he has like the lighty uppy things on his head. Like that's a cool guy. I like Wheeljack. Anyway, I finished the legs. I thought about doing like knee pads, but I just didn't look good. And I also tried doing panel lines, but again, not a big fan of just adding detail for the sake of adding detail, so I left them plain. I like the idea of it being like sticks, and then there's like snow at the bottom. Anyway, this is the other cannon. Way easier. But I wasn't sure how I was going to have it connect to his arm. So I just had a random, like, metal rod going into the cannon to represent, like, I'm assuming it's attached to some sort of hinge. And then I add the other snowballs. Alright, so I'm recording this part a little bit later from the last part. Anyway, this is originally going to be my Christmas special, but I have a different Christmas special planned. And also, I won the contest. What a shocker. Now we're doing Leo. I know he hasn't really appeared in any video. He will be soon. I'm still looking for a voice actor for him. I have someone in mind, though. And, yeah, he's a funny inventor man. And how the story goes is he helped Goose make the robot, the snowball launching robot. Yeah. Not much. I already drew the Stikbot, of course. We know I skipped that. And, yeah, I had to add his, like, gloves and boots and scarf and stuff. Anyway, now we've got Goose. Me. Ya boy. Very simple stuff. Gave him some basic black boots. Of course, Jeffrey, you know, his jacket. Some lighter blue shorts than normal. And, I didn't give him a shirt quite yet. But, anyway. He has quite a devious look on his face, you know. Because, you know, because of the killer robot that they made. And I gave him a purple shirt. Really, the right word isn't contrast, but like the look of Goose's colors are like his normal colors, but just a little bit different. Anyway, had to fix his face so he was actually looking like at the robot, because I just have him facing the camera. And now I'm just trying to get the background right. Backgrounds, they are not my thing. With the Halloween PFPs, I literally just used my normal background, because I'm not a backgrounds guy. Don't ask me to make a background, because I cannot. I just cannot. But I tried. Figured it was better to do that, put the extra effort in, just in case, you know, the snowball launcher guy wasn't enough. And regardless, I just wanted this to look pretty nifty. Tried to do like the footprints in the snow. Failed miserably. Looks pretty bad, honestly, but you know, I tried. That's what really matters. I tried. It is really cold, man. I'm in the basement, and it's like the same temperature as it is outside, and it is really cold out, man. Yeah, so I increased the background because it just wasn't enough, and I think that was a good play. I think what it did there worked. And now I'm adding some trees. Try to get a good tree design so that I could copy and paste all over the background. And I believe this is it, right? Yeah. So then now I literally just copy and paste the trees over and over and over and over and over and over. I mean, what do you think? Expect me to draw each tree? Listen, I'm not good at art, all right? This was for funsies, okay? Yeah, that's yeah. And then I have to erase it so it matches with the background. It blends in better. Then I figured it'd be nice to have a bigger tree right next to Goose and Leo. This was about what I envisioned when I thought about doing this. Of course, I envisioned it looking like a little better, but I really didn't have like a set image in my mind of what it should look like. So, all things considered, I think it did pretty well, because I don't know. I've been having a lot of follow through lately. I come up with an idea, and then I actually do it. This is one of those times. Again, no, it could definitely look better, but I mean, at least I tried. And now I'm just adding some snow to the tree, you know, because snow on the branches and stuff. Honestly, some good times. Okay, now I'm adding snow to these branches. You know, because it looked a little weird if that tree had snow, but those ones didn't. This is really boring. Christmas is in 2 days. Or, wait, when is this video going out? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Christmas is in a couple days. Really excited for that. I haven't been spending too much time down here. I should have put my tree out, my little Christmas tree I have for my room down here. Oh, and now I'm adding the balls, the snowballs. Just white circles with snow coming at them. Like they're going whee! You know, they're going at whoever he's shooting at. I kind of wanted it to be like maybe Rick or I don't know, some other Goose Hamlin characters, like being attacked with the snowballs, which is essentially what's happening off screen. But that kind of fell through. Just cause couldn't really fit them on the screen. I could have, like, I thought about it. I mean, I could have fit them, but I just really didn't feel like it. And I don't know. I feel like it would have made it a little bit more messy in a sense. I don't know. I'm just really lazy. Now I'm doing the shading. Oh boy, the shading. I am really bad at shading. I feel like in a lot of ways the shading brings this together in certain areas. Like if you see it with or without the shading, I think I prefer it with. But there are other areas where it just doesn't work, or I could have done it differently. I did the thing where you think about where the sun is and where it's coming down, even though it still doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I really don't know. The sun is like in front of him. Use the face as reference, because that's kind of what I did. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, about the contest. I love waking up to see that I won a contest. That's happened like 2 days in a row now. But, yeah. I don't know, I think it's cool. They're gonna apparently make a Stikbot based off of this guy. I think that's what they said, or I think that's what they mean. I don't know if they're gonna like put it on their channel or send it to me or something, but I think it'll be cool to see their interpretation of this, if that's what they're doing. If not, I have no clue what that statement meant in the contest thingy. But yeah, like I said, my assumption for why I won is just because I was the most creative with it. Again, all the designs are very, very similar in the entries. So, you know, again, I think next time we have a contest, we should be more creative, guys. And I'm just shading the legs. Can you tell I recorded these like segments on different days? Because I'm way less enthusiastic. I have less to talk about. I don't know, watch Breaking Bad, I guess? I can recommend that. I have an animation. I was going to release this on Christmas, but I have an animation plan for that I'm actually going to make. I didn't have one before, but I'm actually going to hopefully make it in a couple hours maybe when I'm done recording this and this video goes out. I still need to add the music though. I wonder what track I should add. You're hearing it right now, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, the shading under the snowbot guy is honestly the worst part about this whole thing. It should have been way less because it's so simplistic. I should have just made it like less prominent. I should have made it like I don't know. I should have made it a smaller, little, almost oval thing and made it look decent. But obviously, I didn't do that. Now I'm adding the very terrible shading to Leo and Goose. Yeah. I should take an art class. I really should. Yeah. I actually, I was just in a second. I tried adding shading to under the tree, and I couldn't, and I gave up. I gave up. It was dumb. It was not with my time, and I was like, nope, we're not doing it. Now the snowballs, the shading for them, and underneath Goose, and I was gonna do a shadow thing, but honestly, like the deadline was the 20th, and it was like 11:40. Okay, I was not putting that much effort into this, and yeah, there it is. That's a finished piece. Yeah, no, I had a good time making it. It was really fun. The design, I love the design for the snowbot, the Launcher 503 as I call it. And I'd love to incorporate this into me and the boys sometime in the future. And I'd really like to make a custom of it. And if they are sending me a custom of the snowbot guy, then I'd love to compare ours. You know how I feel about Zing's customs, but again, I really do not know what they meant by that. Anyway. Had a good time. Glad I won. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in joining my Discord server or following me on Instagram, those links are, of course, in the description. And I'll see y'all later. Keep on honking my good snap sandwiches. Peace out.